September 2025. A moment the world won't forget. As Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu walked into the United Nations General Assembly in New York, silence fell, and then, movement. More than 100 diplomats, representing over 50 nations, stood up and walked out. In a historic act of defiance, the UN chamber emptied. Chairs once filled with global voices now stood vacant, echoing the message, "The world will not stand by in silence." Only a few remained seated, and Israeli diplomats clapped as Netanyahu took the stage. But applause could not drown out the reality. This was a moment of global shame, not strength. Netanyahu, wanted by the International Criminal Court for alleged war crimes in Gaza, now faced not just legal consequences, but political isolation. In 2024, nations like Pakistan, Indonesia, Kuwait, Iran, Malaysia, Cuba, Maldives, and many more, had already walked out in protest. This time, the walkout grew even louder. As Netanyahu began his speech, the empty seats around him told a louder story than his words ever could. He spoke to a half-empty hall, his voice bouncing off vacant chairs. Israeli diplomats clapped on, but their applause felt hollow, drowned by the silence of absence. Despite the boycott, Netanyahu pushed forward, showing maps and making claims. But outside the camera frame, the world was already turning its back. This was no longer diplomacy, it was damage control. At the very same moment, outside the UN walls, the streets of New York were alive with resistance. Just blocks away in Times Square, thousands of protesters from all races, religions, and regions stood shoulder to shoulder, waving Palestinian flags, holding signs, chanting for justice. Traffic stopped. The city pulsed with anger and solidarity. Protesters decried the killing of over 65,000 Palestinians in Gaza, many of them women and children, in just under 2 years. War criminals don't deserve peace, one protester shouted. They don't deserve sleep. Banners read, "Free Palestine, stop the genocide, silence is complicity." Even as Netanyahu tried to defend Israel's actions, claiming genocide was a false charge, attacking countries that recognized Palestinian statehood, the world outside showed him the truth. Israel's war on Gaza has become indefensible in the eyes of millions. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more, only on Next Wave News 96.